Hey everybody, Sexy Matt the Pharaoh Wizard here. It is my 4th year anniversary since I climbed out of that cave and decided to do movie reviews. Alright, so I'm going to try this a little off the cuff and we'll see if it works. Maybe I'll do more of these, I don't know. But I was one of the few brave people to go out and see Ninja Turtles, so I thought I'd take the bullet for everybody and give you my feels on the new Ninja Turtles movie. Well, at least that's as much as I gather if you watched my first review. So 4 years of movie reviews, guessing the future of Marvel, drunk unboxings, everything that I do here, and it's been a blast. I love doing this channel. I love giving my thoughts and feelings about things and kind of just enjoying editing, even just doing the whole project. It's been a great hobby for me and I absolutely loved it. And some people seem to have liked it too, since I have 740 subscribers right now. Wait, 739, 738, nope, 740, 739. Let's just put this away. Also, quick, before I get into it, the Outlaws are playing the championship game today, so I got a rep for them, because y'all know I'm an Outlaws fan. So go Outlaws, let's ride. So like every year, I do like to do a once-a-year annual Q&A to have you guys learn more about me, interact with you a lot more, and just have some fun. Take it a little bit easier, not do the green screen or anything, just kind of be a little bit more candid, and just enjoy it. So this year, as promised in the previous video about the Q&A, I will be giving a random box of stuff. I did say 2 people in that video, but I didn't get as many participants as I thought, so I'm actually going to limit that to 1 video. I hope you don't mind, or 1 box. I hope you don't mind. So one lucky person that asked a question will be picked at the end of this video to win a random box of stuff. So this is going to be fun. Alright, so let's just jump right into it. So a lot of these are a big line of questioning, which is great. I don't mind that at all, so but just stand by. So, first one I got is, what is your favorite comic book? My favorite long-running series is X Factor. My favorite graphic novel would have to be probably Watchmen, I guess. Favorite miniseries is Punisher Warzone Volume 3, I think it is. It's the one where the Avengers decide to take out Frank Castle and they learn that's not a good idea. And then, of course, anything with Gambit on it is fantastic. So, yeah, long answer, but there you go. Then I got, what's your favorite color? I am particularly partial to purple. But I do like a good blue every so often too, so kind of that UV range. What's my favorite drink? Well, I live in Colorado, so we all carry around big ass cups of water because we're always on the edge of dehydration in Colorado. But my go-to like soda is Diet Coke. And don't explain the whole dieting thing to me. I just like the taste of it. It's fine. And my go-to alcoholic drink in the club is vodka cranberry. At home, Mountain Dew and vodka. Generally vodka is involved. For beers, I like a good amber beer. So yeah, good stuff. What are your goals? To rule the earth. Actually, that seems like a lot of work. I love for this channel to be my main source of income, but I do just like to enjoy it for the fun of it. Really, I guess if you're asking channel-wise, what are my goals? Just kind of just keep putting them out. Like I said, it's a great hobby for me. It keeps me engaged, keeps me thinking. It's something I really enjoy doing. So it would be great if it was my main source of income, but that is becoming harder and harder these days, so I'm not like counting on that. It's just a nice future thing, I guess. All right, so my next comment is another line of questioning, but they're all really good, so let's get into it. I would like to know if you could write any script for Kristen Ritter, who would it be? And of course, as you all know, Kristen Ritter is my bae.
So quit your life and stay with me. We'll order it and watch TV. We'll paint the house and wash the car. We'll take a walk, but not too far. So quit your life and stay with me.
So beautiful. I would love to see her get back into comedic roles. She used to actually do them a lot. She was in a movie called Vamps with Alicia Silverstone. That was really funny. And then, of course, Don't Trust the Bee in Apartment 23. So I'd love to see her kind of get back into that. It's been quite a while since she's done that, so I'd love to see that. Specifically, a script. I don't know a specific role. Yeah, I just like to see her do comedy again. And then I got follow up. Do you think that she could play a character outside of her Jessica Jones role? Absolutely. She is has a very good range. If you didn't know, she was in the second season of Breaking Bad. Again, Don't Trust the Bee from Apartment 23 is so good. I love that show. Highly suggested watching. It is so fantastic. One of my favorite sitcoms, pretty much of all time.
God, one more word and Brenda gets a smackwitch.
I don't understand.
Her face is the lunch meat. My hands are the bread. Smackwitch.
And she was really good in Hero last year. That movie, I did a review on it too. So she could do some definite other stuff. I know Jessica Jones keeps her really busy. I think they're actually filming season 3 right now or something along those lines. So it keeps her pretty busy, but I would definitely love to see her outside of that. And also, what was the first comic that you ever read and how did you get into reading them? One of the first I ever remember reading would have been Robin 2, number 1 or 2. And I still have it, but it's in pretty rough condition because kids with comics. I mostly got into reading them because of TV shows, to be honest. I watched the original Adam West Batman a lot. My parents had me watch that, and I really got into Batman and Robin that way. And like the X-Men cartoon, the Batman cartoon, kind of that whole 90s range of superhero stuff. And I just really always enjoyed superheroes. So, yeah, Robin, and just, back in my day, they used to sell them at grocery stores, so sometimes my parents would just pick them up, on the magazine rack and give me one. So, yeah, just kind of random, and then I'd see comic shops when we were out and ask if we can go in and pick up a couple. So it was just kind of random. That's how I first started way back when, but I wasn't a serious collector. When I got into serious collecting, it was, I think, my junior or senior year in college. I was hanging out with my girlfriend at the time, and she had a bunch of comics, and we're talking about them, and passing them back and forth, and kind of reading some. And I was talking about how I used to collect them, and we're like, "Hey, the world's biggest comic shop is really close. Why don't we head down and pick up some stuff?" And we started doing that, and we started doing it more often, and then became weekly, and then I got out of control, and I own way too many comics. So that's how I became a serious collector of them. Yeah, the first one I remember reading, though, is Robin 2, number 1 or 2. Let's just say 1. Next question I got is, what are some of your favorite video games from your youth? Console, portable, PC, it's all good. The main one I remember playing a ton of was LucasArts' Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. I played that on my old IBM DOS machine a ton. and I loved it. And I actually about a year ago I found a version online of it, and I was actually able to play through the whole thing pretty much directly through it without any flubs. Like, I knew exactly every little puzzle and every plan. It was great. So I played the crap out of that. Another one is Mario Kart 64. I played the crap out of that in high school. That was like a big high school one, and that was a lot of fun. So yeah, those two. All right. So we got. You ever watched that movie about that guy that did that thing? You know, with the guy that won the Oscar? Man, what a soundtrack. I did. And I think the movie you're referring to, of course, is the classic award-winning movie Geely.
Go down to Marie Callender's. Get me a big bowl. Pie, some ice cream on it. Good. Put some on your head. Your tongue would slap your brains out trying to get to it. Interested? Sure.
It's amazing. Yeah, that movie is so good. It's got such deep meaning, and it won all those awards, and everyone loved it. It totally didn't start tanking Bennifer's career at all. So, yeah. All right. How much YouTube do you watch on a weekly basis, and what channel do you catch the most videos from? I watch on a weekly basis. I try and actually watch about 10 a day because I have a ton in my watch later list. So we're looking probably around 70, hopefully 80 a week that I watch. Catch the most video. I try and watch, kind of everyone's as much as I can. At least everyone I subscribe to. And so that's why my watch later list is so full, is because I go through and just look at the last, once a day go to YouTube, look at my subscriptions page, and just watch later to everything on there. I do stand up and have special attention for anything from Lindsay Ellis or Todd in the Shadows. Those are two huge ones I make sure I watch. Also, Half-Blood Pixie, I watch a lot of hers. Make sure I catch as many of hers as I can. Lisa Loves is another good one. Really, I try and watch as many as I can. It's a hard task to keep on because when I have like a vacation or I'm out of town for whatever reason, and I usually don't have time to watch them, I just get even farther behind. And it seems like an unending task to get through all these YouTube videos. But I try. Is the world flat? Duh. Do you see any curvature? I don't see any curvature. If it was round, we'd all just fall off because, like on the edge of a ball, it's round. Everything slides off it. Duh. In a fight, Superman versus Shazam in the DC movies, who wins? In the comics, I would say Superman would probably win because Shazam still has the mind of a child, so I think Superman can be a little bit more strategic. But of course, Shazam, as far as I know, doesn't have like a weakness like kryptonite or anything like that. But I still think Superman. And the DC ones, I'm not sure. Well, we haven't seen Shazam, so I'm not sure, how he works in the movies. But I think Superman. Do we live in the Matrix? What if I told you we did live in the Matrix? Whoa. What is the meaning of life without comics? Man, that would suck. Oh man, I just got done reading a whole stack too. That would suck. There is no meaning without comics. I mean, I'm sure I'd find something else to be into, but it would definitely be less special. All right, finally. How crazy was Gandalf in college? He seems like he'd be a wild one. Any cool stories? Did him and Dumbledore ever play drunken games? I'm not really sure. If you didn't know, Gandalf was actually a bro in college. Like, he had the backwards hat, and he was in the Alpha Omegas. Always had a polo shirt, collar popped. Yeah, he's a bro douchebag in college. It's not a lot of people know that about him. I really didn't hang out with him. Wasn't too many stories. Well, I guess there was that one. So I was able to get into this one party they had, and it was kind of fun and all this crazy stuff going on. And all of a sudden, Gandalf just like runs out the door and throws up, and I was like, "Whoa, what the hell's going on?" And it turns out that he was in a room with a lady, and he drank this beer. And it turns out before that, another guy, I think it was Dumbledore, and a lady were in there, and he got a sad handy, and he finished in a cup of beer. And so when Gandalf came in, he drank that beer full of Dumbledore's Dumble stuff. And yeah, it was a crazy party. Crazy times. So that's the questions that I got. It is time to pick a winner. So let me get my random number generator ready to go. So the winner is number 10, if you can see. And that is ArmagideonTime. They asked, they asked, what's your favorite video game from your youth? So yeah, hit me up. If you can email me at and my contact on my channel, or hit me up on Twitter at wizard_Matt, and we will figure out the best way to get to you. But I will ship you a box of random goodies, and it'll be good times. So thank you everyone for joining me for this. Thank you for watching for 4 years. It's been a lot of fun. I've done a lot of growth. I've made a lot of cool stuff on my channel. It's been a lot of fun. So thank you again very much. I'm Sexy Matt the Pharaoh Wizard. Until next year, hold on to your questions. I'll do another one, I guess.